Are we back? Is everyone back? Can we do thing? Can we thing do? I have been assured that this game is rather silly. So let's see how silly it is. Wait. Okay. Lock on targeting. This eyeball installed auto target HUD helps you make glowy red list of bugs you hate. Static cling tongue is too expensive. Cybernetic brain. Anything your regular old frog brain can do. This newfangled cybernetic frog brain can do better. Because Zork mids? Static cling tongue. I'm not entirely sure everything that's happening in this, but so far things have at least been mildly silly. Oh no, I lost one in dignity. Turtle. Upgrade your lily pad into a turtle friend. You can ride him over to grab fruits off the side. Oh, yes. Upgrade your fruit to durians. They smell awful, so, Frog Fraction teaches typing. Tenant, net, note, I want a dragon, so I'm not going to upgrade yet. Oh, okay, we're back to regular moves. Many fruits! I am winning many fruit today. Haha! Victory for Tyago. Now I have a dragon. Oh, hell. Dragon goes up. What? Fruit, like a billion. What is... Why does it become Toho out here now? Warp drive. Install a warp drive on your flying dragon. Now he will really take you places. What is... Glad you could finally make it, Lieutenant Hop. We're dealing with a serious infestation here. Be careful around those asteroids. Don't let them push you around. Oh, I've never seen bugs shoot anyone but you. I think they might be racist. Don't forget to avoid bullets, Lieutenant Hop. You let that asteroid push you around. We said you let that asteroid push you around. We said not to let it do that. There's Bug Mars now, their home planet. They're going to regret messing with us. It was what that thing that just fell. It is something, Varian, and I'm not entirely sure what it is. Good flying with you, Lieutenant Hop. See you on the other side. Warning. No refuge. The altitude for games. Wonder if that big guy over there has any tips. Destroy the car. Mr. Hop, the charges against you are severe. You're accused of breaking and entering into our native habitat, Bug Mars, with the intent to purloin our delicious space fruit. How do you plead? Guilty, Your Honor. Not guilty, Your Honor. Amphibious, Your Honor. You've got the wrong dude. My name is Mr. Leap. Has anyone ever told you that you look delicious? Oh God, I'm surrounded by bugs. These charges carry a minimum sentence of 20 years hard labor. But there's a special offer this week. How'd you like to become a naturalized citizen of Bug Mars? Absolutely love it here on Bug Mars. I'd never been to a buggier Mars. You drive a hard bargain. I'll take the labor. I don't know. What are the hours? How do you feel about bribes if you just reach into my front pocket? Get them off the get them off. Get the bugs off. No. Shall we begin? Our bug flag has 4 bug stripes. What do they represent? Peristalsis, synecdoche, bugs. Crushing our enemies in our powerful mandibles. Protecting my precious space fruit from you goddamn commie space bugs, Your Honor. Or, hate bugs, hate bugs. Next question. On the series of Bug Jersey Shore, what is Bug Snooky's favorite flavor of ice cream? Vanilla cookie dough bug. Trick question. Ice cream is unheard of on Bug Mars because of the climate. I don't know. I don't really watch TV, Your Honor. I think they're in my hair. I can feel them crawling around. 420 bugs ago, Bug-in-Chief Bug Thomas Jefferson wrote in the Declaration of Bugs that we are blessed with which inalienable rights? The right to bugs, the right to own sentient space fruit as slaves, the right to refuse to testify against your hive mind in court, the right to parade around the courtroom in only your knickers. How the hell should I know? I'm a frog. Oh god, bugs everywhere. During the War of Bug 1812, General Stonewall Bug Jackson held off the nefarious Frog Armada single-handedly. How many mecha frogs did he crush under the wheels of his Mercedes bugs? Enough to reach the ground? We don't know. They hadn't invented counting back then. 420, I swear they counted them twice, and that's not just a pot joke. None, he didn't learn to drive stick until after his divorce. They bite, oh they bite, oh they bite, oh they bite, bite, bite. Last question, Mr. Hop. How do you feel about fractions? I was told there'd be no math on this exam. Oh man, I love them. They're an inventive way to represent non-integer value. I'm actually leaning slightly towards scientific notation these days. I don't know, I've never really dealt with them. I think my chair is made of bugs. Am I made of bugs? I'm impressed, Mr. Hops. Ours is the first perfect score on our fake nationalization program has ever seen. We were going to fire you into the sun, but instead we've decided to issue a work visa. If you'll just sign here. Yeah, F yeah, fist pump, YOLO, bugs, bugs, bugs. Everyone loves a novelty signature. Just ask Bug John Hancock. Wave, Mars. Mars fractions are the best fractions. What is down in the space pit?
As conceived in 1632 by Portuguese printing press operator André Felipe, boxing was a gentleman's game in which two men would square off and regale each other with stories monotonous for days on end, until one of them fell to the ground from boredom or exhaustion. Over the next few years, the new sport developed a respectable following of a few hundred local socialites.
Somehow I don't think this is a serious game, guys. Somehow I think this is in fact a silly game, made of silliness.
It was Felipe's son, André Felipe, who developed what he called the punching strategy in 1637, after seeing a schoolboy strike another in anger, causing him to fall down. When André Felipe challenged the then champion, British expatriate Sleepless Bill Bishop, to a match, Bishop was the odds-on favourite. You can imagine his surprise when, while he was describing what he had had for breakfast that morning, André walked up and thumped him in the neck, sending him down for the count in the parlance of our time.
So, maybe.
While it was universally agreed that the boy had violated the spirit of the game, officials were unable to find any actual rule that punching violated, and were forced to let the victory stand. This upset caused an uproar in the boxing community large enough to spill over into local newspapers, which drew the interest of many outsiders to come see what all the fuss was about. The newcomers were enthralled to engage in these borderline barbaric displays of human strength and skill. And the rest is history. After a few spoiled sport school moms, single-minded about safety, added the padded gloves, of course. Today's boxing enthusiasts fantasize about a newcomer that would rock the ring the way Felipe did. Calcification of the modern rule set has essentially locked the punching strategy into place, but it's easy to get caught up in the fantasy. Young scholars with big dreams often enter the ring with their crazy new trick, usually a variant of hypnosis. And though they've achieved the occasional victory, none of the gimmicks have been robust enough to make it to the big time.
Okay, so now this tunnel has become a maze. We've been told some interesting history about boxing. And remember, we are a
The
frog
real
on a
wonder,
dragon
though,
on Mars.
is that Andre Felipe's original vision of boxing is still around. Gentlemen's boxing clubs can be found in cities all over the world. You can visit one most any day of the week and see two erudite gentlemen exchanging pleasantries in the ring. Most people only come to watch a few hours of a match and then leave, but every once in a while you'll find amongst your elders a stout fellow, a die-hard fan, who perhaps witnessed that historic battle between Felipe and Bishop, who for love of the sport must stay to witness the last glorious seconds of wakefulness slip away, only to return to fight again another day.
And I found a rocket ship. I now leave Bug Mars for... Is that it? The rumbling seems to have stopped, and you feel the intense downward pressure let up. After a moment, you calm down enough to start taking in your surroundings for the first time since seemingly dormant vessel sprang to life. Command module, the walls of the circular room curve to meet the points to correspond to the curved nose of the outer hull. Lining the walls, you see a porthole, a glowing display, a control deck, a ladder leads aft. If you don't know how to get started, type help and press enter. Help. This is a short story that you interact with by entering simple English commands. Some examples: look around or just look, examine ball or just X ball, inventory or just I, get wrench, turn knob, push button, enter phone booth, climb stairs, open box, read pamphlet, pour orange juice into glass, put plate on placemat. And finally, remember the adventure game's maxim: if it's possible to do, it must be good and wise. Get ye flask. I only understood as far as get. Oh, I said yet flask. Dang, okay. Look around. Get porthole. That is not something you can carry around. Get control deck. Get ladder. Get aft. Go aft. Captain's quarters. This looks like an all-purpose living area. A sleeping pod sits next to a nightstand. A ladder leads to the fore. An oriental rug lies in the center of the aft wall. Get oriental rug. Moving the rug, you discover a recessed hatch below it. Open hatch. You have to work it a bit, but after you give the wheel a few spins, the hatch pops open. Go in hatch. I'm disappointed in that too. Nearly every surface in this room is covered with a sticky pink goop, which seems to be thicker near a gray machine sitting in the corner. A hole in the wall exposes a nest of wires. There is a hatch leading back to the captain's quarters in the fore. Get goop. The goop is stuck to the surface. Look machine. The machine consists of a spigot aimed at a flat platform, and a handwritten sheet of paper has been hastily taped over the base of the platform. Look paper. This is the out of order note included in your game package. Get paper. Rip the note off, leaving a fluttering piece of electrical tape behind, revealing a control panel. Get tape. X control panel. Most of the control panel is rendered unusable by the sticky pink goop. You see a row of what look like radio preset buttons, all but 2 of which are stuck. There's also a big red lever. None of these are labeled pull lever. The machine whirs, dispensing mom's specialty, a voice says. Pink goop streams out of the faucet, splashing against the flat platform, getting everywhere. A couple of drops land in your mouth, and you realize the flavor. Bacon milkshake. Atmospheric anomaly detected, a different voice says. A whirring sound ensues. The bulk of the goop is sucked into the invisible vents, leaving just enough goop floating around to be gross and annoying. Atmosphere purified, the voice says triumphantly. X control panel. Once the control panel is rendered unusable as sticky pink goop because you would able to push button 1. Push first button. Push button. The raise button clicks into place and previously selected button pops up. Local currency, says a robotic voice. Pull lever. Dispensing local currency, a voice says. A thick stream of Zorkmids shoot out of the faucet, bounce off the flat platform, and scatter around the room. Get Zorkmids. You spend a few minutes gathering up the scattered Zorkmids. Your score has gone up by 1/3 of a point. What next? Get more Zorkmids. Okay, look. Nearly everywhere on the surface of the room is covered with sticky pink goop, which seems to be thicker near the gray machine. Look at the whole X wires. Peering in the exposed machinery, you see what looks like an empty coffee can that you're guessing doesn't belong there. Get can. Twist the can and eventually comes loose, but you've ripped the insulation off the adjacent wire in the process. It begins sparking and comes in contact with the adjacent strut. You glance down at what you've taken. It really is a coffee can. Tape wire. You wrap the tape around the bare wire, insulating it. X wires. It looks like your impromptu insulation will hold for at least a little while. Leave. Go ladder. Look. Go hatch. Go pod. Can't safely sleep until you're confident you'll return to Bug Mars by the end of the trip. Go ladder. Look display. Ongoing display shows a map of the galaxy with a destination you don't recognize marked and an ETA of about 3,000 years. Looking closer, you see 2 on-screen buttons labeled Route Details and New Destination. Look, push Route Details button. But next, push the Route Details button. The screen spills forth a slew of steps, such as spiral spinward at Spathy system, far faster than you can fathom. What next? Push New Destination button. The nav computer dumps you into an interface so abstruse that before you even consciously process what's happening, you've hit the back button and are at the map again. Look control deck. Remember that this was a game where I was catching bugs with the frog and collecting fruit, not 15 minutes ago. What next? Look at the control deck consists of an array of switches and a pair of joysticks Let's hope you never need to override the ship's autopilot, because these are definitely not frog joysticks. You're holding a out-of-order note, Zorkmids, and the can. Look. Look, porthole. Through the porthole, you can see a background of stars shifting across the constellations are all unfamiliar to you. The walls of the circular room curve and meet at the point where the curved nose of the... Go aft. So first living area, sleeping pod sits in the look nightstand. There's a nightstand offers a single drawer, which is the open drawer. Open the door, revealing a thick manual. Take manual. Read manual. Navigation computer module. After leafing through it, you feel confident. You understand how to use the interface well enough to set up a route back to Bug Mars. Go ladder. Use control deck. Look control deck. Look display. New destination. Your own diagnostics determined that your majority of your time is going to be spent going through bug customs. Luckily, you could sleep through most of it. Oh, you definitely pick a court back to Bug Mars. The engines were already fuel versus 57 and 3/5 years, huh? Go ladder. Go pod. Your head has barely touched the pillow when an alarm begins repeating, perfume chamber empty. You will wake up cranky. You assume it's going to stop eventually, but a couple of minutes later it still hasn't. You get up. Now there's no sleep like that. Look perfume chamber. Sleeping pod looks like a bed with the lid. It's got some sort of suspended animation functionality. There's a hole on the top. Extra gauge reading empty. Put can in chamber. The can is empty. Go hatch. Push button. Pull lever. Put goop in can. Put can on nozzle. Put can on funnel. Look machine. Put can on spigot. Pull lever. Go hatch. Put can in perfume chamber. Go pod. You lie down in sleeping pod, close the lid, and you drift off, secure in the 57 and something years you'll return to Bug Mars, a wealthy frog. When you wake up, you're clearly not in your sleep pod. You blearily glance around to get your bearings, and you appear to have been sleeping on a heart-shaped bed covered with roses. A voice comes from the next room. Awake already, a wispy human figure in a bathrobe and crown walks in. She bends over and kisses you on the nose, and suddenly you feel your body shifting. Yay, she laughs and claps, and you realize you have been transmogrified into a human form. What? Watch out, man, they're eating your fruit. You awake with a start. What a horrible dream. You call your friend, Draggy, the flying dragon, just to talk to someone. Hello, Draggy says. I just had the worst nightmare. You explain the situation. I'm not sure that a support group for human bug eaters is really going to get much of a following, Draggy ponders. Maybe if we drummed up a little publicity first. I know just the PR agency. 5 minutes later, Draggy shows up at your door, dressed to the nines. He tosses a frog tuxedo at you. Put this on, babe. We're running for president. Yeah. I thought I was going to play a game with less reading, too. Candidate Hop, what say you to allegations that you are not a natural-born citizen, that you're under 35, and that you're a fraud? I apparently say I'm playing DDR now. I'm bad at rhythm games, guys, just so we're all aware. Oh man, you smoked him. You're a shoo-in for president. Betsy Bluebonnet? Sir Clarence Gastropod. Ferdinand Croker. Flaps McQueen. Morag Hijil. And introducing Dragging Ceiling Eater as himself. Created by Twinbeard. Numerators and denominators. Frog.
Here's your bug coffee, Mr. President. Heavy on the cream.
Bug weather. Thunderstorms. Weather report: thunderstorms, bug assets, 2 million Zorkmids, cost to produce bug porn, 10,000, Zorkmids per megabyte. How many megabytes of bug porn do you want to make? Yes. That is not a number. How many megabytes of bug porn do you want to make? All of them. 1. How many pop-up banners, 15,000 Zorkmid each, do you want to purchase? None. What price do you wish to charge for a megabyte of bug porn?
It's not you. It's my inability to distinguish you from the fray.
The in-house bug porn musician decided to make a bug Christian rap today. Nobody's quite sure what to make of it. A severe thunderstorm hit Bug Mars today. All your bug porn is ruined. You made 1 megabyte of bug porn at 10,000 a megabyte. You sold 0 megabyte of bug porn at 10,000 a megabyte. Budget 10,000 GDP. 0 profit minus 10,000 assets. That. How many Zorkmids do you want to order the Bug Federal Reserve to print? None. That confident, huh? What upgrade would you like to install? Bug drugs. That's 2 million Zorkmid. Drugging the water will pacify delinquent bugs, keeping them off the streets and out of trouble, and not coincidentally staying home and watching bug porn. Meteorology satellites. Too expensive. A system of satellites to help your meteorologists provide more accurate and weather forecasts. Padlocks. Too expensive. Adding padlocks to bug porn storage warehouses should cut down on shrinkage considerably. Presidential swimming pool requires padlocks, bug drugs, meteorology satellites. The heated pool provides a familiar wet environment in which Bug President can relax. Bug weather, cloudy. I'm playing frog fractions and apparently producing bug porn. I don't even know anymore.
I est chambon, les faits mi font mi.
I prefer something more, President.
Superb performance made today's bug porn today too hot. The warehouse burned down. You made 0 megabytes of bug porn. I guess we'll let your successor worry about the inflation problems. Buy the bug drugs. Bug weather, hot and dry. Notice an outbreak of frog STDs in bug porn actors is driving production costs up. Bug economy measure, weather report, hot and dry, bug assets. That. Cost to produce bug porn, 12,000 Zarkmans per megabyte. How many megabytes of bug porn do you want to make? 50. 50.
Impressive wingspan.
The bug porn sensors are working today. There will be no bug porn available at Bug Retail. The bug porn sensors brought all your bug porn at lunchtime. You made 50 megabytes of bug porn at 12,000 a megabyte. You sold 50 megabytes of bug porn at 20,000 a megabyte. Budget, I didn't make money.
Thanks, but, I'm into ladybugs.
Juvenile Bugs Programming's health inspectors gave your product the thumbs up everybody wants to see. Bugs marveled at your low prices, and you made 100 megabytes of bug porn at 12,000 megabyte. You sold 100 megabyte bug porn at 18,000 a megabyte. Budget, I made money. I'm thinking that everything I'm doing here is actually pointless.
It's not you. It's my inability to distinguish you from the prey.
Presidential swimming pool. When you're done taking a break here, we need to get back to work, huh? Did I win? Has victory happened? this the bug porn? I have actually never been as confused upon potentially completing a game as I am right now. Okay, I just realized that that was two leaf bugs on top of each other and it was censoring something entirely unrelated to the actual bugs. Did I... Okay, and that is a bee in a flower. Memory of beard number 2. Congratulations, you finished Frog Fraction, and now are a certified Frog Fractioneer. But are you ready for the ultimate Frog Fractions experience? Buy Hop's Iconic Cap DLC and experience a day in the life of a frog wearing a hat. It'll feel as though you were playing an entirely different Frog Fractions game. Dude, just take me to the sound test. Okay, do either of these do meme things? No, they actually just take me to their respective things. Yeah, okay, so that was Frog Fractions. I don't even know. I'm, Alright, I've got quite the headache. Let's go and raid someone. I need to go not do things that drive me insane. Yeah, I need brain bleach after that, that's right. Go and squish Celine's face. She's adorable and deserves it.